Hey everyone, Cholera with Moletrap here, set 5 of Oz versus Khan, and we have the great GGaemo here for Oz, a Zerg player who has not done very well, as you see in the statistics. I think he's 0-2 from 08 to 09. He hasn't won a game yet. So I think what the logic is for Oz is that they're just going to throw out a scrub, and then if the scrub can't beat Great, they're just going to put Jaedong on, who should be able to clean up. Although Great is so good at ZVZ that it might actually be a challenge for Jaedong, in which case they would have to, well, they would still have another game to be able to put up a good player to be able to beat him. So, they have a lot of options, and right now I think the story right now is just to put up GGaemo and give him some time, put up one of the bench warmers and see what happens.
Yeah, this is I remember watching a football. I'm not much of a football fan, but I once watched a football game between Sac State and Humboldt State, two state colleges in California, and Sac State was winning so badly that in the fourth quarter they put in their B team to play against the Humboldt State A team, just to give them some experience on the field. And I think that's what's going on here. Haya cleaned up almost the entire team. The only one left is Great, who is not the best player on Samsung Con. So they're like, let's get GGaemo some play time. Let's get him off the bench and put him on stage for a little bit so he can feel the pressure, and maybe that'll help him get better. And then if he loses, we'll throw in one of our good players to finish off Great.
Yeah, possibly. Although the last time they put him up, he lost pretty badly against Best. That was last week, of course. But
Yeah.
maybe the guy has some potential, and I do think it's sort of a sink or swim situation in a lot of these pro leagues, pro teams rather. They put players in who are new, and if they do well, they put them in more. If they don't do well, honestly, they just become another secret or another stats or shuttle or Lucifer, and you never hear from them again. I don't even know if they're still on teams or if they're just like cleaning bathrooms or if they're just not even there anymore. But I think it is a sink or swim situation in these highly competitive teams. So you definitely want to be able to be the one that swims instead of zinking. Looks like the red Zerg, by the way, at the bottom left is GGAMO, and the yellow Zerg at the upper right is Great on the map, Chupung Ryeong.
That is correct. And yeah, it's funny how a lot of players you look at the team's rosters and they've got like 5 people that they actually play, and then there's literally
Yeah.
like 20 other kids on the team that you never see them play. And I don't know what that's all about. Maybe those are just practice partners, or I don't know. But those are the ones that you see play. Like every once in a while, you'll see him come in, and you're like, "What? Who is this kid? I've never heard of him." And they'll play a couple games, and yeah, you're right. I mean, sometimes they distinguish themselves, and although I think they probably do that more in practice too. Like the coaches probably pay attention to who's doing well in practice, and maybe that's how they end up getting on stage. So who knows? Maybe GGAMO has been doing really well in practice, and he's only played a couple games in the pro league. He did get pretty trounced by Best, but it is best of all, but best of all people. So maybe he's been doing a lot better than we've seen in practice games, and he has something to show us. And he's going for an earlier pool with gas, and that is not well. Actually, if Great is going to go for a 12 hatch, then it might be good. He might be able to get a rush in
Oh.
here, get some speed Zerglings out, and it looks like
Uh-oh.
GGAMO is going to win, actually. It's going to come down to some micro, but GGAMO is going to have a real advantage. He's going to have speedlings in Great's base, and Great is probably not even going to have Zerglings out by the time GGAMO is popping his speedlings out, and this is not going to look good for Great. If Great can pull it off and hold off, he'll be set for the long game, but it's going to be really difficult for him to do that.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be fast lair here. Generally, we haven't seen 9-pool speedling very often. Oh, no, I am completely wrong. It is going to be 9-pool speedlings. Yeah, speed is going to be going up first because he pulled one drone off of gas. That is an indication that we're going to see speedlings instead of a full lair build, and we would have seen the lair upgrading already. So you're right, it is going to be 9-pool speedlings, and this is going to be a really good build here against what Great has done, which is obviously a 12-hatch 11-pool here. So what is Great going to be able to do? He is a great Zerg versus Zerg player, supposedly. Looks like he's just putting up his gas. He knows he needs to probably pull some drones, I guess. I mean, geez, one other option you can have is possibly to cancel the second hatch, although we hardly ever see that being done, because that just puts you way behind also. So what is Great going to do? Is he going to do anything? Looks like he's just calmly waiting for the Zerglings to arrive
Whoa.
here. Pull is done, but he could lose a lot of drones here. He's going to need some very good drone micro. Nice drone drill so far, but is he gonna lose these drones? Oh man, where GGaemo has not taken down a single drone. He's got one drone down already. Is he gonna go for the Lings now? This is the question. What is GGaemo doing? He needs to get some
I'm
drones now.
Oh my gosh! Well, both players playing a little bit off here. Finally, GGaemo killing a couple drones there, along with Zerglings. But
Oh my
he does
God.
have the speed upgrade. And oh no! Oh great! Just attack moving his drones against the Zerglings, and he just doesn't. I mean, even though he has more hatcheries, more larvae, he doesn't have the economy because all of his drones are just sitting around getting
Yeah.
killed for no reason. They're not actually mining at this point. So even though he went for the 12 hatch, he actually has an inferior economy at this point.
Yeah, it's
And
over.
he's just attacking with drones. This is definitely over. And I have no idea why Great didn't. He must have seen those Zerglings come out with his Overlord. Why did he build a sunken
He
colony
did.
supply line?
I'm very confused also. I mean, maybe he just thought, oh, I'm great. I can handle it with just my drones. Maybe he thought it was just 6 Lings. No, it's possible he thought it was just 6 Lings, you know, because GG coming from great. It is possible that he thought it was just 6 Lings. And it looks like Oz is going to take this series 4-1 here against Samson Khan. Sometimes it's just 6 Lings, like I was just repeating myself, and you see a quick lair instead. But I gotta say, that was mystifying play. And Backhoe's back! Backhoe! We saw him for a second there. He's standing up, which means his back is good enough for him to stand up. That's good. And there's Taza, by the way. But
You
yeah,
sure that was back
great. Yeah, no, there was Backhoe on the left. You see, he was definitely chilling. But yeah, yeah, mystifying play from Great, and also obviously a build order loss for him too.
Yeah, yeah.
There was Backhoe.
I am really confused why. I still don't see him. It's there I saw him in the back. You're right. I'm really confused why Great didn't do anything to react. Yeah, he may have thought there was only 6 Zerglings, but it's still, I don't know. I guess if he thought there was only 6 Zerglings, I can hold it off with my 6 Zerglings, and he might get a couple drone kills, but I'll have to run around for a couple seconds until my Zerglings come out. But why would he not make more than 6 Zerglings if he's going for a rush like that? I don't know. I guess you were right, by the way. I was, for some reason, I had my mindset on Speedlings when sometimes they do skip the Speedlings and go from early lair. But even 6 non-speed upgraded Zerglings, or 8, would still be a pretty build order win if attacking the 12 hatch. If it doesn't even have any lings out, if you're going in there and attacking drones with unupgraded Zerglings. But anyway, GGaemo proving himself that he can do a little bit of swimming, or at least treading water, since he's 1-2 career in the Winners League, I believe. And so maybe we're gonna see some more out of this kid. Although he's definitely got some proving to do, since most players could have done that build and won in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Jaedong, I don't even notice this entire series. He's been looking a little sleepy or a little bit miffed because he knows he's not going to be playing. I guess he's like, oh, I guess we got Haya and GGaemo took care of business, so I'm not even going to get to play. But Haya, by the way, I mean, just really quickly, just going over overall Pro League stats, because I'm sure you guys are interested in knowing what's going on. The top 5 players are actually Jaedong, Bisu, Flash, well, Flash on top, actually, I don't know the order, but those 3, and then Hiva and Haya. So interesting enough, 2 relative unknowns doing well this Winners League so far.
Interesting. Jaedong, maybe they weren't playing him because he's been practicing for the OSL. He's got this game was played a couple days prior to his OSL round of 8 game against Stork. I was hoping we'd see Stork versus Jaedong in this matchup, because that would have been a pretty epic prequel to their OSL, but we didn't see it. But maybe oftentimes when players are practicing for really important individual league matches, the pro league teams will keep them on the bench because they're focusing on that sometimes. So, but we don't get to see the Legend Killer today. Maybe another day, but we do get to see GGaemo.
Yeah, nice work. And we're going to probably end up uploading the entire video because of just the way we do things. So for all of you guys who got faked out, there's no 1705 Zerg versus Zerg game, and no, Great somehow doesn't recover from 12 hatch versus 9 pool. Evil laugh.
Well, it still might. I think the thing you're talking about, it cuts off the video at the end of the MP3 usually. So
Oh, pwned. Oh,
yeah.
crap. Well,
So
fine. There's no 10-minute game. Damn
yeah,
it.
there's no 10-minute game or 11-minute game. So we could just
All
ramble
right.
for another 6 minutes if you want. We can just talk about
We could.
Pro
I could
League and
just.
stuff. And
I could just. Yeah. We could. I guess we could do that. I don't have much to ramble about, to be honest. I'm just gonna. I think we can just cut it off right now. We're gonna be doing a lot of casts in the next few days, anyway, right? OSL,
yeah, that's
MSL,
true. Well, I'll just
everything.
add on. I'm probably gonna do. I did the OSL round of 8 game 1 live, and I'm probably gonna do game 2/3 live as well this upcoming Thursday night
Nice.
and Friday morning, depending on what time zone you're in. It's at like 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Uh, Eastern, and then if you're in Europe, it's like 10 a.m. or something like that. So I'll put a video out on my account to announce it like a couple days beforehand, just to make sure. Probably gonna be doing those games live though. It's always fun to do live casts.
Yep. All right. With that, I think that's pretty much it from us. Thank you guys for watching, and do leave suggestions, feedback, like we sometimes remember to say, and suggestions for other games too, because we don't get a chance to watch all the games. Well, maybe Moletrap does,
Yeah.
but Moletrap does actually. But if you have suggestions, do send them to us. And yeah, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. GG's.
Later.